Okay, so quick video today, guys. I've got so many videos in the work and so many things to talk about, and wow, this channel is growing really fast, which I'm super excited about. But right now is really about me prioritizing what I can get done, both expediently and with the highest level of quality. And I apologize, I took a day off to play Deus Ex. So the other day, Bernie Sanders was on CNN, the most trustworthy and diligent journalistic organization out there, and had the audacity to make a joke using banned language. So let's take a little looky-loo.
I don't know about it. I haven't seen it. What report is that?
I haven't. Is reporting that he talked to the ambassador to Russia before you were inaugurated about sanctions, maybe trying to...
I haven't seen that. I'll look at that.
He says he knows nothing about it, hasn't seen any of these reports. Is that a problem?
Well, I don't know. Maybe he was watching CNN fake news. What do you think?
You don't buy
it. That was a joke.
I know it was a joke. I'm saying you don't buy what he said, obviously.
Aaron?
Yes. I'm sorry, Senator. I'm saying you obviously don't buy what he said. You believe that he has seen these reports. I mean, to your point.
Kevin, I'm not. Are we on?
It looks like we've lost connection with Senator Sanders, so let's just try to get that back up. Do we have him back? Okay, so what we're going to do is take a break. I don't want to waste our time. We only have the senator for a few minutes. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back, continue our conversation with Senator Sanders, plus Melania Trump on her first state event at Mar-a-Lago with the Prime Minister of Japan, as you see.
So, Bernie calls CNN fake news as a joke, immediately hedges and explains that it was a joke because these people have no sense of humor, and you can tell he was already concerned that he had crossed some line by making light of a topic of interest involving the legacy media. And within seconds, his feed is mysteriously cut off. Interestingly enough, we, the audience, can still hear him talking even after the anchor claims she's lost the feed before he's just completely shut off. This is just indicative of how sensitive the mainstream media is towards certain terms or topics. Even Bernie, of all people, can't make a freaking joke without some executive pushing the panic button. And I know, CNN has lost any and all credibility over this past election cycle. For example, they're now hilariously trying to bring Pissgate back up to make it look like they didn't just shoot themselves in the foot by running with fan fiction as hard-hitting journalism. Additionally, this is not the first time that the mainstream media has engaged in this very transparent silencing of guests whenever they start to engage in some non-approved speech. There's, of course, the famous, "Oh no, that sucks."
What do you think Donald Trump needs to do to come out on top?
Well, on the character issue, the public, 2/3 or more of the public knows that Hillary Clinton's a liar. She can't be trusted. And now the two faces of Hillary Clinton are coming out. The fact through WikiLeaks that she says one thing and...
Oh, no. That sucks. No. That sucks.
Wait, we haven't corroborated any of this, so, I just think you should be very,
But there are many, many others. Let's take a short look at a few of them. There's a link to the full compilation in the description.
But largely, Hillary Clinton's comments here today, John, were based around the recent violence that we have seen, the police-involved shootings of black men in Minnesota, in Louisiana, and then the killing of white police officers by a black gunman in Dallas. That was really what she based her comments on around today. And remember, Hillary Clinton has some vulnerabilities herself, even as she calls for criminal justice reform because of her support in the 1990s for anti-crime legislation that ultimately helped contribute to this era of mass incarceration that she now speaks out again.
We just lost Breonna Keeler.
With some Trump supporters, let's play what they said.
David Duke and people like that, they come out from under the rocks all the time around this time this year. It got nothing to do with Donald Trump. We all Americans. I think we need to stop with all the racist stuff and the race baiting. Like me and my friend right here, we just met today, we was talking. We got to stop with the racist stuff and this, that. We all Americans, man. And nobody paying David Duke no mind.
Clearly, let me just be clear here. Obviously, the majority of Donald Trump supporters are not African American. I don't know how many African Americans were in that building, but that is one person that we have chosen to cut that sound from.
This is pretty shameless, right? I find it so odd that those on the extreme left are calling everyone not on their side Nazis and fascists, and making these bizarre, stretching comparisons to 1984, yet will just silence anyone with a dissenting opinion who manages to break through their purity of thought barriers to be even given a platform in the first place. I mean, which one of those sounds more like 1984 to you? These people just cut Bernie, give me that Sanders, off in the middle of a joke. Bernie, the champion of socialism. Really? It just goes to show not only how little credibility there is left in the mainstream media, but also just how warped their narrative has become when even the burnout himself is locked away just for making a shitty little joke. So, I want to present to you a bit of an open-ended question. What is the end game here? What is the goal of organizations like CNN and MSNBC, who have made themselves transparent in regards to both the biases and the silencing of both facts and opinions alike that disrupt their political narrative? Is it just to appeal to extreme ideologues? Well, how's that going to work out for you when the most extreme of these ideologues are mostly millennials, who do not use legacy media, and neoliberal boomers, who will eventually start dying out? Look, CNN and the like, you can't live off the boomers forever. That era is quickly coming to a close, and the aspects of younger generations who are ignorant enough to buy your ideological bullshit get all of their news from Twitter. So, as I see it, you are quickly headed the way of the dinosaur. Honestly, at this point, the reputation of sources like CNN are so tarnished, I don't think they could come back from it even if they tried or wanted to. Like, tomorrow, if Alex Jones came out as a transgender gay frog and started shouting SJW-isms, that wouldn't remove any stigma about the biases of InfoWars. Although I would watch the hell out of that. At this point, yeah, I don't think I'm wrong in saying that sources like CNN, MSNBC, the New York Times, and Washington Post are as ideologically bound and politically affiliated as something like Rebel Media or InfoWars. The difference is that the latter two are at least entertaining, and the ones I actually see engaging in some investigative journalism. I mean, when was the last time a CNN reporter got punched in the face for virtue just of representing CNN? This right here, this is CNN and the legacy media in the first of what are sure to be many death throes. They are desperate to maintain and protect this narrative that they have created about the world, to the point where even a joke triggers the abort, abort, abort.
Oh no, we got a glitch. Abort the plan! Abort the surprise! Abort the babies! Everybody run!
As for me, I'm glad. When a company or an organization cannot change to fit the times, inevitably it will die. It's basic evolutionary theory and basic capitalism. If CNN and the rest of their ilk want to keep playing this little game, censoring opinions, publishing lies, and generally behaving like nothing short of a propaganda mill, then they can die out, and they are. The average person is more connected now to information than ever before in human history. Yours is a dying breed, a fossil, a relic. We no longer need you, because all of us, intelligent media consumers, and I need to make a video on intelligent media consumption. Frick! We're all done with you. I want to end this video with a clip from my absolute favorite made-for-TV movie of all time, Merlin, that illustrates exactly how we should treat the legacy media.
My strength may be failing, Merlin, but I can still deal with these poor humans. What do you plan to do? Use your puny swords and axes on me?
No, Mab. I'm just going to forget you.
Merlin? What are you doing?
You can't fight us or frighten us. You're just not important enough anymore. We forget you, Queen Mab. Go join your sister in the lake and be forgotten.
Look at me. Merlin! Merlin! Don't forget me, Merlin. I love you as a son. Merlin! Merlin!
I had won. I was trying to smile, but it was the smile of desolation. Inside, I felt only the pity and the terror and the waste of it all.
Now, for a bit of context, because I'm sure this vid will get flagged over that clip, but I don't care, Merlin's whole life in this story is subjugated to Queen Mab, the mistress of magic. Please let's not talk about how completely inaccurate to the Arthurian legends this movie is, I just really love it. So she is sort of running the show, pulling the strings, controlling public opinion. And how does he, after decades, finally defeat this once benevolent entity who has been corrupted by the changing times? He simply turns his back and she fades to dust. When the people stop believing in the lies pouring from the tainted mouth and just ignore it, eventually it will go away. It will fade to dust. Or so I hope. And I hope I didn't just wax a bit too philosophical for you there. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. I'm Aiden Paladin, Altana Vault.